Hey everyone, this is Tinkering with B-Hav, and I'm B-Hav. Today I'm going to talk to you about my Coleman military lantern. They call them mil-spec lanterns. It's actually a model 252A, and they were made from 1944 to 1975. I have it written here because I can't remember all that stuff, but they were made from 1944 to 1975. This one here is a 1958, and it's in really good shape. I won it in an auction maybe 6, 8 months ago, and I have lit it, and it burns really good. But I just wanted to show you some of the differences between the military version of the Coleman lanterns and the regular ones. So first thing you're going to see is it's OD green, right? It's the military green color, olive green, and it that way it doesn't it's more camouflage, I'm assuming. So another thing you'll notice is it's got this right here. It's called a parts well, and you open that up, and there's extra parts in there. This one doesn't have all of the original parts. It has some of them. It has mantles, has a wrench. It has a new pump cup leather, other things that GI might use in the field when he was out using this lantern. Another thing that you can't see, but you can tell when you pick it up, is this thing is heavy. I mean, it is built like a tank. I think the fount itself is made out of thicker metal. Can you hear that? Yeah, the regular ones don't sound anything like that. They sound a lot thinner. I think the metal's thicker, like it's just more durable. Also, the fuel cap is on a chain here, so that you can't lose it. So when you undo it, it kind of falls. It falls to the side, and you can put it back on. That way, it can't get lost. This one also is missing a part. There was a funnel that was attached to this chain right here. I have to find one. The other two, I have two more of these, by the way, and the other two both have the funnels, but this one does not. Um, this one is in the best shape of the three, by the way. Well, one of them's brand new; it's never been used. But anyway, I'll show you that one in a second. So another thing about these is when you unscrew the top or the vent, the nut stays attached. I think that's another thing so that they don't get lost. Like if you look, that's attached. That's not coming off of there, so it can't get lost. So and this is, I think this is thicker metal too. Just everything just feels heavier and more durable. Something else is the glass is in quadrants. It's not one solid piece of glass. It's in four pieces. So if one gets broken, you can just replace one piece. And these are really thick compared to the regular Coleman Pyrex globes. These are thick. So and if you look on there, it says U.S. Yeah. Anyway, it says all that on there. So quadrant glass. So that's another thing. They're also all single mantle lanterns. The generator is a little bit different shaped. If you can see it in there, see how it's kind of got that kind of curve to it. The inside of it's just got some differences, but it still functions in exactly the same way, but there are some differences. Another thing you'll see on these is they have instructions on them. Like this one here tells how to light it, and then there's another one over here. That's the lighting instructions. This one gives some other information, and on this one here, it gives maintenance. It tells you how to maintain it and what you need to do. So I just wanted to show you these. I think they're pretty neat. Uh, you see a lot of them out there, but not all of them are in good shape. Not all of them are complete, but this one was pretty complete. It's just missing some of the parts in the parts well, excuse me, right over here, and some of the and the funnel is missing also. So that's this one. Let me show you another one I have here, and I'll show you a couple things about it that are a little different. So this one is made by Coleman, and the reason they call it a mil-spec is because the military has certain standards for all their equipment, and they bid out contracts to different companies to make different parts. So Coleman didn't always win the contract. So when they made them, they're branded as Coleman. Well, another one I have is right here. It's an SMP, State Machine Products, and they were made from the 50s to the 70s, depending on who won the contract, I'm assuming. So, but they all come here. I'll show you this box. They come in a box, right? When you get a military lantern, it comes in this box with handles on it. It tells about it on the side here, and on this side, it's got a picture, and it tells you to save this box for packing, so that I guess when they ship them from place to place, they can pack them in these boxes, and it's got carry handles on it. And it just makes it easier. And this cardboard is even heavy. I mean, it's a thick piece of cardboard, and it's 2 layers thick. It's just made to be durable for guys out in the field. So let me take this one out of here. And this one, like I said, this one has never been fired. It was brand new. It has every single thing that came with it, but it's an SMP, not a Coleman. So I'll take it out of here. So this is the SMP. This one is quite a bit newer. This one, last one was a 1958, and this one here is a 1988. So, but if you look at it, it looks almost identical. It's got the quad glass. It's got the same vent nut on top. It's got the same shape of the generator on the inside. But this one has the original funnel. It has every part that is in here. There's a pack of 6 mantles. It tells you it came with this envelope that has some information in it. It came with 2 extra generators. And you can see those are odd shaped, but that's what they all are, all military spec lanterns. Then it also came with this piece of paper here that tells all the parts that are in it, right? So, and how many there are, and the part number, so that if you have to get new ones, you can get them from, I guess, a quartermaster or whatever if you need a part for the lantern. So, like I said, this one though is brand new. It's never been fired. I don't think I ever will fire it. And the instructions are a little different than the way they look on there, but all in all, it's still the same lantern. So, in my other Coleman one, I got in pieces. I got a friend of mine, James, got it for me in an auction. He was just out and he saw it, so he bid on it, and it was missing a lot of parts. It was only a partial lantern. So this is the other one I have, and it is, I can't remember the date on it. It is a 1952, so it's a little older than my other Coleman one, and it is a Coleman. So, but it was missing the glass, so I had to buy replacement glass for it. As you can see, it doesn't have the right ventilator nut on it, and it didn't have a generator. So this SMP lantern had 3 generators, and I took one of them, I put it in here so I can light this when it's ready to go. And this one didn't have any of the parts in the parts well, so I still haven't come across any of that stuff that I can fill it back up. But you can see there's a rubber seal, and it goes down in there. It's just a parts well. Okay, well, I just wanted to show you my military lanterns that I had, and tell you the differences between these and a regular Coleman. I do also have one that was made in the same era as the original mil-specs were made, and it is right here. Okay, and if it's got the one of the instruction stickers still on it, but it's missing a couple of other ones, and this one does not have a parts well in it, but it is still considered, I'm pretty sure I looked it up, and the dates on it, I think it's a B-45 or B-46, so it was made in 1946. It's just after the Second World War, and B means it's made between July and December. So I've burned this one. I love this lantern. I haven't done a single thing to it since I got it, but I oiled the pump leather and put new mantles on it, and it fired right up. And when I go camping, this is one of the ones I always take because it just burns real good. I love the old patina on. I love the way it looks. I call this the general. This is a general in my lantern army because it's old and it just runs. So anyway, but I do believe this is also a military lantern. All right, so one thing they say about these military lanterns is they're very loud. And you would think you wouldn't want a military lantern to be loud because you're out there at night and it's on and it's making a lot of noise and attracting the enemy, but I guess the light would attract the enemy also. So I don't know. But anyway, they're very loud. They sound like a freight train almost. And when I do light this one, I'll let you hear how it sounds. I'm not going to light it today. It's pretty cold outside here where I live, and I don't feel like going out in the cold. It's about 8:30 at night, and my wife doesn't like when I light them in the house. It makes a little bit of a smell, and she complains about it to me, so I won't do that to her. So anyway, that's all. I just wanted to show you a little bit about my military lanterns, and that's it. This is Tinkering with B-Hav, and I'm B-Hav. Thanks for watching.